gonna lie to you, kid. The background looks different because we not in the basement today. Let me tell you something, kid. We outside in them streets, man. Sigel Street, you heard? Yeah. We in Philadelphia, PA right now. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's
Philadelphia, correct. PA. Yo, we got the motherfucking legendary God, MC, Beanie Sigel in the building, y'all. Well, welcome us to his building. Yeah, my brother. Love you, man.
Appreciate
Legend,
you,
man.
Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you for having us, and thank you for feeding us all with that delicious food from your truck.
Grab and roll, wings and bowls. Come on.
And, everybody else that's, in early stages of recovery from MLB and More Life Recovery. I personally spoke to a few of them, and they were so grateful for all that delicious food.
Oh,
man. Now that we're about to embark on the holiday season, for many, the holiday season is the happiest time of the year, but for many others, it's probably the saddest time of the year. So I know you just made their holiday season a little bit better. So thank you so much.
Oh, man, the pleasure was all mine, man. It was great to be able to even do that, to be able to share with the people, man.
Yeah. To be honest, like, I seen the food truck, everything on Twitter, on Black Twitter, because you rock. And I was like, yo, we got to get there one day. And I never in a million years would I even, you know what I mean? Maybe a little bit because I'm loopy. But I never even thought this was even possible, bro. Like, for real, bro. Like, to pull up on you, get some good food. That food tastes like it was from Alaska. The homie said earlier, he said, yo, that shit tastes like it's from Alaska.
Like it came fresh out the water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I heard that. I was on the sideline. I was hating because I didn't get my
fresh.
food yet.
So where the truck was, that was like considered like South Philly?
Yeah, we actually, Sigel Street right now. We're in South Philly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Home of the Braves.
And no, this is called Sigel Street?
Yeah.
So just coincidentally, like.
That's why.
Or did you pick this street to get this? What is this anyway? This is like your clubhouse? You guys' clubhouse?
No, this something like that.
Airbnb.
Something like that.
Okay. Well, it's definitely not you.
Family shout out to Rob. This one of the family.
I ain't gonna lie. This is giving MTV vibes.
Yeah.
Cause like you come inside and the whole shit is renovated.
It don't look like it.
Yeah. No, definitely. Very
the map is
deceiving
not
from the
mapping.
outside.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. I love it.
Yeah.
So
I was telling my homie that.
So you did grow up in this part of Philly, like where the truck was and everything, or?
Yeah, this whole section where we is at today is South Philly, and this is my block right behind us. Right
Okay.
There, 21st
Nice.
and 2nd Street. Yeah.
So I heard from somebody that there's a story behind the truck. That truck where you had the food today, where you sell your food from. Is there a story? How did that whole thing come about? Did you?
Well, it was a truck. The truck been around forever.
Okay.
So me and my brother and my sister, we started off as like, yo, we gotta do something with this. It's just sitting. We ain't doing nothing with it. So my brother put it together. Me and my sister came up with a couple recipes, and it started to be a pop-up.
Okay.
Because we ventured off in some other businesses that we doing. Legendary pizza restaurant called St. Tucci's.
Oh, okay.
Legendary in Philadelphia, and we bought into the franchise. So we was renovating the building, and we still under construction, and we was like, yo, let's do something while we waiting on that.
Right.
So we just was going to just do it as a pop-up, do it on the weekend, and we opened up one weekend, put it out there, and we couldn't close.
The truck?
Yeah.
Wow.
Stop.
And
the truck was just something to do real fast.
And someone said
Are
that.
you surprised though? You the guy.
Nah.
You did a lot. You did a lot.
The man got real crazy. It's like, yo.
Yeah.
We started adding up, doing numbers. It was like, yo, this
is a look.
Yeah, this
is a look.
This is good money.
Yeah. And it's good. It's good food, man.
Yeah, the food excellent.
And you serve soul food every day. Or someone said that every day, not every day, but you serve different foods on different days?
Different food. Every Sunday we do soul food Sundays.
Okay.
So on Sundays you can come through, and that's what y'all got today. Y'all got a chance to taste soul food.
That soul food was smacking.
On a regular day, comfort food, we do Philly cheesesteaks, salmon cheesesteaks.
Okay.
We do shrimp, fried lobster. Sandwiches, you know what I mean? Shout out to O'Malley because he made that. Actually, he constructed that, the cheesesteak with the fried lobster. We call that the O'Malley.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, shout out
Where
to
he
O'Malley
at?
for that. O'Malley around.
Okay.
O'Malley be in the street.
So was soul food a thing like on Sundays, you growing up, like Italians eat pasta and meatballs and all that
every
stuff
Sunday.
on Sunday? So
Every
that's a
Sunday.
Sunday thing?
Every Sunday,
Oh, okay.
no matter what, we had to be in the house by 6:30.
This nigga capping though. Italians eat pasta Monday through fucking Sunday.
Yeah, every day. Good.
If
Yeah,
there was
but
an eighth day of the fucking weekday,
it's
he pasta that
mandatory
fucking-
though. It's mandatory on Sunday.
Yeah.
You start making the sauce. They start prepping the
He's
sauce
making
the night
excuses.
before.
Yeah, that's what we do. We prep
Yeah.
everything. We got a commissary kitchen that we prep everything and pull it up to the truck and it's whamming. It's good.
I seen. But when we pulled up, there was people personally waiting for you, like
Yeah.
to order and get a flick. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
Every day
He's
I'm
outside.
Yeah, I'm at the truck.
You
Like, it is
outside.
good.
You outside. You was in a couple of foreigners hopping in and out.
Yeah.
You was conducting BI, doing your thing, composure. You was giving back to the people at the same time. You was doing a lot. You was like Mario Brothers out there.
Yeah, yeah.
I was loving the vibe out there.
Gotta get back to the people.
Yeah, the clients from Jersey, they was loving the vibe.
love
They
it.
was, oh shit! Oh my god!
Yeah, I get that a lot.
My man, he a little white boy. He got in his black zone. He's like, yo, we out here. Cause he's
Yeah,
from Philly.
yeah.
So he got witty. He was, yo, we out. You on my block right now.
Yeah.
Remember that shit you was talking when you didn't want to give me a cigarette?
Fucking guy, shut
Why
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Look at this guy. Can't take him anyway. See what he does?
Yeah.
Nah, but I'm just saying the love was good out there.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
love always good, man.
The love was good.
Appreciate all the love.
So
No,
you
always,
still
man.
rapping currently?
Yeah, I still going.
Yeah. So how did it all start for you? Like, what was it? People that you were influenced by? Is that something like? How did this start for you?
Man, as a kid, I always rapped. I gotta give a shout out to Black Dog from the Root. That was my.
I could see it.
We went to elementary school together, so my first rap group. It was me, him, and his cousin Ahmed. I forget the name of it. What we called ourselves.
I could see it.
Yeah.
Siegel, I hate to ask you this, right?
Yeah.
But like I was like a hardcore fan. Like I said, the way I first found out about you obviously was through Rockefeller, but you was doing independent projects before that. You was doing mixtapes.
Yeah, I did one.
DJ
with
Cosmic Cab,
Yeah.
and then you was on the shit heavy with the Major Figures, right?
Yeah.
But then years went on, and then all that shit changed, and you was with the other guys,
Philly's
Young
Most
Guns,
Wanted.
Philly's
Young
Most Wanted,
Guns.
Petey Crack, and everybody, Oskino Sparks.
Yeah.
So my thing is, as a fan, I was a fan. Remember, I never
Yeah.
thought this was gonna happen. What the fuck happened? Because y'all both sound great.
Yeah.
Both groups sound great. But I was spoiled with the beginning, like with Major Figures.
Yeah.
I was spoiled with that. Even
Yeah.
though we got you, like you ended up seeing what you could do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We
What's
ended up
crazy
seeing-
is I used to want to be a part of their group.
Okay.
Like Major Figures was a big influence like that. When I started rapping and they would come to South Philly, we had a detail shop we would meet up in, and they'd come down and rap, and I was rap with them. You couldn't tell me that Gilly and Ab Lava were the best rappers in the world to me. Like
Dutch's Spade was crazy too.
yeah, Dutch, shout out to Dutch. Yeah, Dutch crazy
Dutch's
Spade
was
out.
crazy.
And they had a young kid named Rucky.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Lil Ruck. He was crazy. And I used to rap with them, and I never took it as serious as, to be landed at Rockefeller Records. And
Yeah, that was my
putting
next
out
question.
project.
How did that happen?
I gotta give a lot of that to Philly's Most Wanted, rap group from Philly's Most Wanted. They actually had a meeting with Rockefeller Records, and probably a week before that meeting, I was rapping with who was my partner at the time. His name was Murder Mill. He knew Philly's Most Wanted, so we were supposed to battle them. So we wound up doing that, and I exchanged numbers with Bubonic from Philly's Most Wanted. He was like, yo, you nice. And I'm telling him, like, yo, you crazy. But I didn't,
Both crews.
I knew to me, I was all right.
Yeah.
I was all right.
You ain't gonna tweet your
But,
own horn.
well, beat.
Has your voice always been like that? Has your voice? Because you got a very distinct voice.
Yeah, well, my voice
It was
now
deeper.
is-
It was deeper.
Back then, you think?
Like it changed a little bit. Like from I don't know. Let's play a record.
I mean, we can play without him.
All right.
Yeah.
No. You know what I'm saying? It's like Suave.
No, because
you
you got
my
that
voice-
voice.
You
I
was
love
in your
that.
bag
So-
those years.
My voice now, the way I
Yeah.
talk, is because I got shot.
Oh,
I got injured, I
okay.
got shot. My
See,
back.
that's what I
okay.
mean, though.
Okay.
That-
Bullets, they came out my stomach, so I was in a coma.
God bless, man.
When
I'm
I
sorry.
got shot and I had all them tubes and stuff down me. So when I came out of my sedation, I didn't know where I was at. And I was in the hospital, so I pulled the tubes that was in my throat.
Yeah.
I pulled them out when I woke up because I didn't know where I was at. And it destroyed.
The vocal cords?
Yeah.
Was that the larynx?
Yeah, I don't.
Right?
The larynx. Yeah.
Yeah, larynx. Yeah.
So however far that tube was down, when I woke up and I couldn't talk, and
Yeah.
I just grabbed it and I pulled it out and it just ripped everything and twisted.
And you automatically noticed a different pitch in your voice upon doing that?
Well, I couldn't talk at all.
At
for
all?
months.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my voice was at a whisper like for months.
Did
So
they tell you that it would get better once it healed, or were you like, "Fuck, I may never have a
they said
voice
I might
again"?
not. Yeah, there was a possibility that I wasn't going to be able to talk again
Yeah,
at all.
yeah, that's what it
I had
sounds
no
like.
voice at all, and they said it could come back 10%, 20%,
Yeah, yeah.
50.
I know
It
a
might
girl in Miami,
come
yeah.
all the way back. It might not. So to me, like my voice right now is that this is at 100% for me.
Yeah.
Like I never had my voice completely back how I used to sing.
Sounds good though. Sounds
Yeah, that's what they
distinct.
say.
Listen,
Especially over the phone when I
Let me
talk
let me
yeah,
ask you one
yeah,
question.
yeah.
Let me ask you one
Yeah,
question about the
that's
food
me.
trucks.
Yeah.
Do you see a future in franchising the trucks, because the flow is there. The flow is there.
Well, I'm actually we in the
Quality, too.
process of,
Yeah, quality food. The flow is there.
Yeah.
So like I could see one of those on Dykeman. Like you was a big inspiration of town,
Yeah.
Poppy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, Philly, what up?
Shout
You
out
know what I
to
mean?
Brooklyn.
Yeah, like we fuck with Brooklyn, Queens, but I'm just saying,
Queens.
I'm from the North Bronx. I'm close to Dykeman, Bronx.
Bronx.
We fucked with you heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy, fam, like heavy. So this is legendary shit that's going on at the moment. Do
Yeah,
you
we're
ever
in the process of buying like 3 more trucks.
Yeah,
right now.
absolutely. Get them out there,
Yeah,
bro.
we're in the process.
You
of
gonna you gonna be even busier.
So that's my ultimate goal with the food truck. Once I got it started, like in Philly, a lot of people, there's a lot of chefs that cook in bars, like and lounges. Is a
Bars
big
and
thing.
grills and shit.
Yeah, so a lot of hood celebrity chefs that they don't have no brick and mortar spots, so they be in the bars, and you go to certain bars, to certain chefs that got names that cook. So my ultimate goal is to, get all the hood chefs and get them inside a truck and position them across the city and Philadelphia. So that's my ultimate goal for that, for the food truck. Anybody that's a chef and you don't got the capital to have your own building, come holler at me. We're going to work on that.
Let's work together.
Yeah, and don't sleep on the food truck, because to me, since doing the truck, if you don't own the building, it don't make no sense to run it. If you don't own it. Like, why pay
Yeah.
15,000 a month
Just in
in
rent.
a building and rent?
I know people like that too. Like they're fucking weirdos.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
You must
Now
be
the-
doing good, handsome.
Where you had set up shop where the truck was before, is that like an industrial area? There's a lot of people working and
Yeah,
stuff
that's
like
a
a lot of
lot.
garages and auto bodies.
You ever heard of Hunts Point in the Bronx?
Yeah.
Hunts Point got like it's like an
Industrial.
industrial.
That's the word, brother.
Industrial.
That's the word.
You know what I mean? You got the trucks and all that. That's the vibe. I'll show this shit look like Hunts Point, and they also got the hookers. They got the whores. Hunts Point got the whores.
There's everything on HBO. Hookers at the point.
Yeah.
I should be down there.
When I got
Should be
you.
down there.
I was like, yo, Lillo, I feel sober. Where's the whores?
Yo, my friends took me down there. I was like 15 years old. I was done in like maybe 20 seconds. And then
I was out there. My boy was like, yo.
They said, "What happened? You didn't want to go?" I said, "What do you mean I didn't want to go? I'm fucking finished.
Yeah. It's over.
I'm finished."
Finito. But I caught a vibe out there. I'm from the Bronx, so that shit is normal to me. That might
it's a
look,
whole vibe
you know what I
out
mean?
there.
It's a vibe out there. It's
Yeah,
culture,
everybody-
it's culture, everything. Like somebody might look at that crazy, like, yo, damn, I can't believe we're out here. Like on some wow. You know what I mean?
you-
But
you-
I
you
feel
say-
at home.
you
I
in
feel at
South
home.
Philly, man.
This shit
You
look
good.
like Pelham Parkway.
Yeah.
Know
Yeah,
what I
it
mean?
does. It does look
It
very
got like
New
a Pelham
Yorkish. It
Parkway
looks,
vibe.
yeah, it does.
No, fucking Morris Park kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Like the houses are so close
Yeah, yeah.
together. You got the little
Williamsbridge,
one-way.
like
Yeah,
Williamsbridge.
exactly.
Yeah, Fish
exactly.
Avenue.
Exactly.
Lighting,
exactly.
lighting, fish.
But we in Philly though.
Yeah.
Be careful. You might get your time pumped if you do the wrong thing. And look,
Nah, we good. We
no,
good.
look. These guys are nice guys. Look, we're hanging out. My Gucci bag is in the house. and we're chilling.
No, this is
We're
definitely
good.
this is the city of brotherly
home.
love.
This is the home. This is the. Don't listen to the media. They're lying to you. This is good. This is good. We're good. We're good. Don't listen to the media.
Yeah, I'm good in the hood.
Yeah, like how they go by, Philadelphia goes by the city of brotherly love. I was out here, this is my first time out here, was in 2015, right? And I had a little issue with, members of law enforcement years ago. That's a whole nother story. So because of that issue, that shit follows me. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what state, it follows me. Because if you wear that, it could be a potential thing. Problem. So I was in a Wawa. I never knew what Wawa was. I don't know, 7-Eleven, stuff like that. So they're like, oh, there's a Wawa down the street. I'm like, what? So I go down and find the Wawa. So I go in there. You got a few members of law enforcement walk in. Now, one guy spots me, and then they all start looking, and then they fucking huddle up, and they start pointing. So I'm thinking, fuck, these guys, you know my situation, right? So I thought these guys were going to fuck with me, right? So the guy calls me over, one of the cops, and he said, he goes, you who I think you are? I said, yeah. And he said, oh, we love that movie and this and that. And he said, here's my card. He said, how long are you in Philadelphia? I said, a couple of nights. He said, well, if you need anything or anything happens, please call me. So that right there reaffirmed for me that this is, in fact, the city of brotherly love. So.
Yeah, it's good. Philly good, man.
Yeah.
Unless you fucking
It's
at
good
the
if you
stadium
with
in
the right
Philly and you a Mets fan.
Oh yeah, you're
Because
done.
they sent my mom to hell. And that's an old lady.
Yeah, you know that.
Other than that, everything's good out here.
You know that song by Bruce Springsteen? It's called Kansas City, Atlantic City.
Yeah.
You remember the first lyric in the song when he says, "Well, they blew up the Chicken Man in Philly last night," right?
Yeah.
Do you know what that was? That's when they blew up Phil Testa's house. He was a mob boss, and that's what he was talking about. I don't know. Do you know where that is? Yeah. That's got to be close to here, right? Because I know it was in South Philly.
Where we at? 27, about 10 blocks.
Yeah. They literally blew this guy's house up. He was a boss. Yeah, with a nail bomb. They blew his fucking house
That's that
up.
dude. Yeah.
It's serious.
That's South Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah, them guys.
They get wicked out here.
Yeah,
to be honest, I knew y'all was different, though, from the music and all that. I was young. I'm Puerto Rican, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say my mom was Irish or anything like that. I didn't grow up with white people. But if you stereotype, you're supposed to listen to that music, but everybody don't make it because there's Puerto Ricans.
What, the song?
That song,
Look,
there's Puerto Ricans. You see the Puerto Ricans that wear snakes to the parade? I'm not that kind of Puerto Rican.
Oh, yeah?
Nah. I'm the Puerto Rican. I got the black friends. Like, we cool. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, you be good.
Those guys is like, yo, they take it too serious. Like, bro, we're in the Bronx. We're surrounded by everybody. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
Stop the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where I was going with the story, but yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Well, when they
I
call,
just wanted to say that.
they call, a double.
There was a meaning to this story, though. I called brain fog.
There's a double entendre is when something's called something for two reasons. So when they called him the Chicken Man, he was the Chicken Man because he has scars on his face from chicken pox, and his family sold chickens. They sold poultry, so he was the Chicken Man, and they blew up his house.
Yeah, everybody,
Philly got a lot of history, though.
Philly, man.
Oh, yeah, a lot of mob history. Nicky Scarfo, crazy, bro. Molino?
Yeah. 10 blocks.
You guys know him?
Yeah, I know.
He's got the internet in a fucking uproar.
Yeah.
He's talking wicked.
Should get on his podcast.
He said he'd fucking sell his mother if he got a chance to.
Yeah, Joey's serious. Yeah. Joey's serious.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, listen,
good
man.
Dude, though. Good
yeah,
guy.
he is.
Good
He's
guy.
very stern, very serious. I met him once.
To be honest,
and,
I think that's that 60s, 70s, 80s era. There's no ever going to be like that. These kids from the 90s, no offense to nobody, it's a little different. We struggled with no Wi-Fi. We struggled. We figured it out. We played checkers. We fucking played spades. We did fucking blackjack.
We really struggled.
You know what I'm saying? We figured it out. We cracked the code.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, right now the Wi-Fi goes down to my crib. The only way I know my daughter's alive and breathing if the Wi-Fi turns off. That's the only way she comes out of her room.
Yeah.
Little pretty girl too, a little diva. Hi, is the Wi-Fi not working? I'm like, I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. You all right? How you breathing? You all right?
Yeah.
How's lunch? These kids are different. And no disrespect to them. Everybody's different. They always told me too. Like the rap I was listening to, Jay, this, that, right? They was like, esa música terrible. You don't know about music, kid. I was like, fuck y'all weirdos. So I'm listening to music now, and they're like, oh, Tizzy Red, Fuji. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm like, damn, I miss my niggas. Y'all took over the radio, 197. Those days, it'll never come back.
So I tell a lot of people, when I was doing music, we came from, and it's about to sound fucked up, but it's real. We made music. We come from the era of the drug dealer.
80s, right?
Yeah, the era of the drug dealer. Right now, in music, is the era of the drug user.
Yeah, the era of the pill fucking user.
Yeah, like we come from, because that was our heroes. Like, especially if you come from, most of us single parent home. Your father, you looked at the next coolest person that was out flashing on the corner, like was making money. The drug dealer. So we come from the era of the drug dealer. Man, it's sad. This the era of the drug user.
Yeah.
Like everybody.
Everybody.
We talked about selling drugs and making money, and now it's about how much drugs can you take?
Can you do?
Yeah.
To survive. So
Yeah.
Yo, remember that freestyle we was vibing to earlier? Nigga said, "Man, I got text on me." But I forgot what beat it was. But you was
the block
spitting.
get money.
Yeah.
Everybody want a
No,
piece
not
of
that one. It was another one. That was a legendary freestyle, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got to share that with you.
Yeah.
But there was something else. It was another beat. You was in the basement. I think it was like the Come Up DVD or something. You was in the basement. We was listening to earlier. But you was talking about that shit before anybody. And not even to throw you out there. We out here like brothers.
No, it is. It's real.
But you was talking about the lean and all that before Future and them.
Yeah.
If we want to be technical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even on that wave. Future took me down a path that I could never. I recovered from it. Thank God. Thank God. And I'm gonna keep it real, because we was sitting with somebody. He was like, "What made you do that?" And I was like, "Future."
Yeah.
He was like, music, this, that, and we was talking about music. I don't know if I'm not gonna say Mano or Jimmy. It was somebody though, and I said Mano. I said Future, not Mano. Excuse me. I said Future's name, and he was like, "No, that's my nigga." I think it was Uncle Berta.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yo," but. Like, I was like, like them Zans and all. I was like, there was this lady that had Zans on the block, Sarah. I was like, yo, Sarah. Hey, yo, Sarah. Baha. I'm calling the bitch out the window. She was a white girl. She was getting piped by a long black dude. He had a fucking long sleeve.
No, did he?
Yo, listen, this dude had to be long. He had like the muscle cheeks and all that. And I'm like, Sarah looked off. She looked off. So I'm like, bro, he was always around during the late of the month, like 29th, 30th.
Yeah.
And the first, he grabbed that check, but she would also get pills. She make money that way.
Yeah.
I was taking everything, cuz. I was a bastard. But you know what I mean? Future, I'm not going to blame it on him because I had a choice, but he definitely lit up the fire.
Yeah.
With
You know
what?
I mean?
With using?
So,
Because Wu-Tang, I remember them talking about using drugs. They used to smoke. No, but they used to talk about smoking crack and wools and woolies. That's why I'm like, wow, you talking about smoking crack?
Let me tell you something.
Used to come to Philly.
Yeah,
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Spanish people didn't know about dust or wood. No, I'm talking about like my family, right?
Yeah.
So just automatically, if you smoked weed in the 90s, you were a crackhead. You'll be ostracized type shit, whatever that big word is.
Yeah, ostracized.
But ostracized. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, I'm trying. So I started smoking weed when my mom left to Puerto Rico. She left me with the crib, $700 rent. I'm fucking living the life. I'm working again $725 a month, $725 an hour. I could cover the rent. Bruh, I started smoking weed.
And how old were you?
I was 18. But
you
that's
was
when
grown.
that's when the family was separated though. Because when my mom left, that's when family wasn't family. I think my mom was the glue to the family. Like we'll do Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve.
She kept everybody
New Year's
together,
Eve. My mom
right.
kept everybody. Once my mom left, bro, we were Vikings. I was a Viking. I was on the block, cracks in my ass, cracks in my sneakers. My father was upstairs. Nigga never raised me. You know what I mean? But he was my bestie.
Yeah.
Because you're a young kid. People don't realize that. Even though you don't know your father, he's still your superhero.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was like 7, 8, 9, and they gave my mom a message, oh, Nelson got killed. And I was under the fucking crib crying like, damn, I never met this motherfucker a day in my life. All I ever heard was him yelling at my mom as a kid. You know what I mean? So I don't know how we got into this again. Like I said, my brain is weird.
Yeah. It's all
But
good though.
I just want to say, yo, fathers are very important in their kids' lives. Kids, no
Very.
matter how old they are, they remember everything. You know what I'm saying? They remember everything. Sorry.
Well,
I did that.
like, even if you don't know, you still want to think your father's the greatest, the
absolutely.
best.
Still to this day,
because
he
that's
is.
like
Even though I'm mad at him.
That's an essential piece of us.
Yeah.
And I've said this before, like, Even if somebody's your best friend in the world, of course they're gonna want to see you do good, right?
Yeah.
But never better than them.
Yeah.
Never better than them, right?
Right.
But your father, if you have a loving father, that is the only man that
Only
wants to
person.
see you do better than him.
Yep.
It's the only man.
When y'all said that shit that day, man, y'all made me look at life different.
No, that's real.
It's
That's
true.
the best shit
That's
I ever
real.
heard. Because I've never heard
Even your
nothing like
best
that.
friend. I want him to do good. I'll support him. I
Yeah.
love my best friend.
Yeah.
But I want to go here. If he's here, that's all right. I don't want him to be here. But he's here, that's okay. But your father's the only one, man. He'll give you a leg to be better than him. Whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's a
I
special,
never
special.
had a dad, so I never looked at it like that.
You got kids?
Yeah, I got a kid. I'm definitely in that life. I got a 17-year-old.
Dude, so when you look at your children, as a man, as a father, you want them to do
Absolutely.
way better. That's
Yep.
the same thing.
Yo,
Yeah.
they were like, to be honest, right? When we were growing up, we had basic cable in New York City.
Yeah.
It's like $26 a month. We'll get it for the first month. After that, it'll be over. My mom probably just had enough to cover the bills.
Yeah.
We can't even afford basic cable. That's how poor we were.
Yeah.
People want to talk about poor, motherfucker. And I even think it was, I'm lying. I even think that shit was $13 a month.
Yeah.
The basic cable. You get ESPN. You're not getting HBO, cuz.
No.
You getting ESPN, though. I was good with that, HBO.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
HBO is the best.
Yeah,
HBO is one of the
that
best.
shit
But
was
they
at
got
least 27 a month, and we couldn't
I
afford
think
that.
poor is a mind state, though.
Who?
Poor.
It is.
He's absolutely
Let me tell you
right.
something though.
It's a
But when
mindset.
all your friends got all them good, but listen, I'm still poor. If you want to be like you
Yeah.
said, if you want to be technical, I'm still poor.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. The way I feel right now, I feel the richest I ever been.
Yeah.
I got people looking at me in my eye.
Yeah.
You deserve your flowers.
That's right.
Where you been? They fronting. I'm on the gram.
Yeah.
I'm with a bunch of cool people now though.
Yeah.
So they're like, yo, damn, he's good again. Oh, my fault. You haven't followed. You haven't seen. You have been looking.
Yeah.
Nigga, I got the same name, brother. I
Same,
got the
yeah.
same name, brother. You know what I'm saying? But it's all love.
But that's got to instill confidence. When people say that,
And
when you feel good, you do good.
Yeah.
when you feel good, you look good, you do,
You do good.
and you
That's it.
attract good energy, and
Yes.
you attract good
People
people
feel
around
it. You exude that. People feel that.
Cuz
You know, it's a vibe, man.
I
It's
hung
like
out with Jimmy the other day for like for an hour. Jim Jones, shouts to him.
Capo.
Invited me to a dinner. Ended up learning some whole other business aspect of monetizing, and it was just history. And I'm like, damn, right place, right time. Because I was in Florida for 3 years. I was so stressed out there. I'm out there because I went out there to get sober and do right. We moved from the Bronx, so I went to go do right. I'm out there sober 3 years, and I'm like, yo, I can't figure it out. Uber ain't cutting it. Nothing's cutting it. I went to Vegas, did a little 10-deal show with Jose Canseco.
Yeah.
Had a blast. They treated me well, but West Coast is different. They laid back. I'm fucking amped. I'm from the north. I'm amped. What's poppin'?
Yeah.
So every little move I make, my man was on eggshells. And he's a good dude, my man. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, I'm not going to say it didn't work because I don't know what could have been, but I could have probably done better, made better decisions because I was out there wilding. I got into a fist fight the first night. Nobody even knows. I came into the crib with a knot on my head. I'm like, I had a seizure. I fell. Bro, I had a brawl, bro.
you're absolutely right
I
about
had a
that.
brawl.
Though. But LA, you know how you're saying it's like a whole different vibe, a whole laid back. You know,
Nobody knows this.
Loopy, you know, Bruce Cutler. He was John Gotti's lawyer. Remember John Gotti's lawyer, Bruce Cutler? He got him all for all those cases, and then the last time they took him off the case, and then he had to hire the guy. He retained the guy Kriegel. But it's very true because that guy was so successful when he was here in New York. Bruce Cutler, because he's a New York guy and he has that New York vibe about him, so people can relate to him. You know what I mean? But then when that same lawyer, Bruce Cutler, went out to L.A., he went to go represent Phil Spector. You know, it was a whole L.A. case.
yeah.
You got L.A. juries,
Yeah.
totally different vibe, laid back people. He didn't cut it.
Yeah.
After 2 days, they threw him off the case. But that's what I'm saying. You were out there. He's fucking amped up. These people are smoking that chronic out there. And they look at this
Yo, bro,
crazy Puerto
my
Rican.
man
They
was
got
sick of
Mexicans
me.
out there.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I was scared to tell him the truth. I was like, yo, because I was out there on a contract.
Yeah.
The first night I went out, because I behaved the first 2 days.
Yeah.
Went to the studio. We had a great session. I'm with Jose Canseco, former 40-40.
Yeah.
Could have been fucking Hall of Famer. He's fucking blinking. Jose Canseco.
Twitching motherfucker.
Blinking. All my rap niggas is rapping about this. Jose Canseco is snitching because he finished. You know what I mean? This guy, the freeway guy. No. The Rick Ross guy.
Yeah.
That guy. Freeways from California. Then you got Philadelphia Freeway. Shouts to Freeway. That's my guy. You got to clear shit up in this era because they will fuck you up.
He told on
And
everybody.
Freeway's
that
a good guy.
though.
That's
You
my
know Jose
family.
Canseco?
But
He
listen,
wrote